What's up, good people? What guan? What guan? Good people, what guan? So, this is the day that the Lord has made, and just we will rejoice and be glad in it. I'm so glad y'all jumped in to have a laugh or sing a song. Since you just get started, and before you know it, comes the time we have to say so long. Anybody know who that's from? If you say Carol Burnett, you got it right. Salute y'all. First of all, let me get this disclaimer. I know you all saw the topic. And I know you saw the picture. And I know that I'm a child of the Most High King. And I know you probably wondering, what in the what is Sis-Lo talking about? What is she talking about? What is she dealing with today? Well, want me to tell you here. So, first of all, I'm still a child of God. That's first of all. No, I have not fallen into my pre-God, pre-Jesus sinful way or any of that. But let me tell you this. For many of you that have been following me for some time, you already know. And for the people who are new, I'm going to let you know that I am a chronic medical patient. Without putting my business out there, okay? I'm a chronic medical patient. I have chronic illnesses, and that I'll have to deal with for the rest of my life. With that being said, I have been given multiple pain medications, and I've been given fentanyl patches, it's the transdermal patches, 75 mcg, that was too strong. 50 mcg, that was too strong. 25 mcg, I wasn't even gonna try it because the 50 mcg like that, 75 and 50 like that killed me. Because it's supposed to like release so much of the fentanyl in your body every so many hours or something. But baby, when I tell you I was in a coma until I peeled that crap off and slept, took me like a couple of days to sleep it out of my system or whatever. Drinking a lot of water, trying to get it out of my system. So I I never, no more of that. I've been on morphine, no more of that. I don't want any more. I've been on oxycodone, Percocet, whatever you been, didn't want no more of that. So, muscle relaxers, multiple things all at once. Pain shots, steroid shots, physical therapy, 10 units, just anything, ointments, salves, rubs, home remedies, episodes, anything you can imagine, I've tried it. So my neurologist said, well, you might want to try THC because THC helps with your pain level and it might help you get some rest. So I'm thinking, I don't smoke. So I just can't see myself firing up something right before Sunday service and be like, yeah. That's my medication. No, I can't do that. So my daughter bought me some gummies. How harmless is a little chew gummy thing? How harmless is that? I mean, really, it's just like a little bitty piece of candy. Now, I've heard people say stuff about brownies and cookies and all this other stuff, and how potent they can be, but I've never been really one to like, So I'm like, how harmless can this be? Okay, this little thing. I mean, it can't be much to it. So, I got them and I held on to them for a long time before I even said, okay, today is one of those. I had a bad flare up at the time, and I'm not telling y'all how long ago this was either. This is crazy, but I ain't gonna tell y'all how long it was. But anyway, so some time had passed, and then there was inclement weather, which allowed me to which like triggered a flare up. So when I have the flare ups, it's like I can't get out of bed, I can't move, I can't function, I can't walk, any of those things. So I said, well, maybe today I'll try this little candy thing my baby bought me. Try a little. But now I heard about it. So I ain't gonna, you know, go crazy over it or whatever. I read the little packet and it said 10 milligrams and 10 mcgs, I don't know, whatever. But anyway, 10 grams, I think. And so I'm like, okay, I don't know what 10 grams is. That's me trying to be bold because I really don't know anything about THC. So I'm like, okay, there were 10 in the pack and they were 10 grams, something like that. So I'm like, okay, well, it can't be too big. So I said, but I'm going to, just kind of be careful. So I took a little ground and I broke it in half and then I broke it in half again. So we talking about 1/4 little piece. So I took it and I went back to sleep, but I didn't have any reaction to it at all because, like I said, I think I just swallowed it. I don't think I chewed it or anything like that. I think I just swallowed it and went back to sleep. So I was already in the bed. So I didn't feel any effect or anything like that to it. So I said, oh, okay, well, maybe I can't tell if it helped or not because I was asleep. So the next day I was feeling a slight bit stronger where I can get up and sit at the table. So I said, well, maybe I'll try since the little bitty piece didn't work. Oh, it seemed to work. Let me try the half piece. So I tried the half piece or whatever. And I was like, okay, I'm a little relaxed, but I can't say I'm out, like I'm out of pain. I'm just a little relaxed. So anyway, that was that. I went on and, let time pass, days pass, and I was just up and about. Didn't think any more about it. Put them, Matter of fact, my daughter don't know this, but I actually started giving them away because I was like, this ain't me. I ain't about to worry about it. But I gave away like 5 of them, I think 4 or 5 of them. So that only left me with the little bitty piece that I had, and I think 5 more or something like that. So we were riding, and I was riding in the car with me and her uncle. And so I said, well, we were riding around and she stopped and she got her some, but it was a different kind. The first kind came in a little package. This kind of she had and they were supposed to be like the melon flavored, the first ones, and they were kind of clear and round. It was more of a texture of a like a gummy bear or something, or a fruit snack, something like that, I guess. And so the ones that she got this time were more like a Sour Patch kind of thing. It was a little harder, had that sour kind of stuff on the outside. So it was a little bit of a different texture. It was a little easier to break. So I was like, okay, cool. Maybe, she said you want here, take a couple, maybe this one, try it out, whatever. I don't know. So I said, okay. So I grabbed a few and I put them in the bag with the couple that was left, right? But I broke it in half. I, this time I like let it melt in my mouth, and ooh, when I tell you that was an awful, god awful taste, it was nasty. So I let it melt in my mouth, and then finally it dissolved, and it was whatever. And I was like, oh, okay. Like I want to say like 30 minutes had passed, and by that time we had made it back home. Might even been a little longer than that. I don't know. It was about 30 minutes had passed, and we made it back home. And I got up, came home, and I was like, well, let me put these in the bag with the rest of them. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and take the little piece of the one that I had left. It was like a half a piece or something close to that, and the piece of the one that she just gave me that I only took a part of. And then I'm gonna chew those, and I put the rest of them away. So I'm like, okay, gone. I go in the kitchen and I start, my brother's visiting me. So I think I just told him myself. But anyway, my, my brother is visiting me and I. And I'm sitting at the table. I fixed him something to eat. And then by the time I got done cooking, I was like, bam. Like I so and I know you're probably thinking she probably not true one right now, but no, that's not the case at all. I'm on my phone. So anyway, I'm like, all of a sudden hit me like it felt like somebody hit me in my face with a real breezy ton of pillows, like a real breezy pack of pillows, just smacked me right in my face because it wasn't like hard or nothing. It was like I can't explain it, but felt like I got smacked in the face with a gallon of marshmallows or something. I don't know. So all of a sudden I had to shake my head like a double take kind of thing. Like, what just happened? And all of a sudden I was like, wait a minute, did something just take over me? Did, did something just take over my body here? What? I don't understand this feeling. And then I'm starting to think like, man, I'm sitting at the table and I can hear myself thinking, hell, so I'm looking around like, I better just go ahead and take my little food and go sit in my room so I can shut my door because I don't want to embarrass myself because right now I'm feeling kind of some kind of way. And I don't quite understand this feeling. So I get up and I fixed a big breakfast too. Nope, I sat there and ate. That's what I did. I sat there and ate at the table and ate. But when I got finished eating, I was like, you know what? I need to step into the room because, bro, and he was like, what's wrong, sis? And he started laughing. He said, the little gummy, that little punk gummy done kicked in. He's still a little punk something gummy. And I was like, I think so. I think I'm high. Oh my God, I think I'm high. I think I'm, I think I'm, and then my mind started going, I'm walking on sunshine. Yeah. Don't it feel good? And I was like, do I feel good actually? Or do I just feel high, high, high? Everything was just so dramatic. Like everything that I was thinking, I could see it. Like dramatized. So I ain't even gonna front, y'all. I ain't never been high like that ever in my life. Never, ever, ever, ever. Well, one time when I was a youngster, but that's a whole other story. I have to tell y'all about that and how that applies to White Boy Rick and all of them. I'll tell you about that. But it was back in those days. But I'm like, wait a minute. And I picked up the pack that the gummies were in and I tried to read it, but my glasses didn't even work. Because it was like my eyesight was so blurry, I couldn't even understand what I was reading. So I was like, what's in this thing? You know, what do they make this with? Because this don't feel normal. And then I started saying, like, trying to make my way. Now, I live in a two-bedroom apartment. It's not big at all. From my kitchen to my bedroom is probably a good 15 paces, if that. When I tell you, follow, I feel like I was walking the Green Mile, going to get right with Jesus. Walking the Green Mile, going to get right. That was the longest walk that I had, except for when I got ready to get married and didn't really want to. Okay. That was the longest walk I had in years. Like, it was like, in my mind, I was thinking if I could ever get there. But the way my mind was dramatizing was if I can just make it to the promised land, maybe I could go dwell with the ancestors. When I tell y'all, baby, 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 I was tore up from the floor. I had no idea what a gummy or THC or whatever that was supposed to do. I just know that it was supposed to alleviate pain, help to alleviate pain. That's it. I had no idea that I would be so high out of my mind that I didn't think I was going to make it from my kitchen to my bedroom without floating away to see Jesus. I mean, I felt like I was walking on water. I mean, every footstep I took was so light and easy, but yet it was a little wobbly. It was a little shaky. The ground was a little shaky up under me. So I said, finally, let me just get in the bed. I climbed up in the bed, and I swear I started hearing from the ancestors. I started feeling paranoid. I started looking at myself in the mirror like, oh my God, I'm going to get kicked out the church. I think I'm high. I'm going to get kicked out the church. I think I'm high. Oh my God. Do I look funny? Do I look funny? Oh my God. So I would, yeah, needless to say, I would high out of my mind. Because I feel like I think I overdid it. By taking 1.5 within the span of an hour or so, I think I did, I think definitely overdid it. So I'm like, maybe next time if I try it again, maybe I'll just not take because the half didn't seem to do nothing. The I didn't see you. Hold on. Shut up. Oh.
Now,
Hey.
since I hear about somebody over there partaking in some extracurricular activities.
Huh?
I said, what's this I hear about somebody over there participating in extracurricular activities? And what's up, Linda? How you doing? Don't be laughing at me. I've been in the back for
Yeah,
I'm
laugh
up here
at her because that
cracking up
was
too.
funny.
I'm up here laughing my ass off in the
Because I wasn't looking down at the phone. I was just trying my best not to push any buttons. Hey, baby. Hey,
I
baby.
am hi again.
Girl,
Hi. What the tarnation?
girl. So look, I finally made it to my room. Because I told you my bedroom is about 15 paces from my kitchen. So,
And 15 paces when you high is more like
girl, see, I said it seemed like I was walking the green mile,
like
going to get right with Jesus. So I was walking the green mile. So I finally got up in the bed, and that's when I said I was trying to read the label or whatever, and I couldn't. My glasses wouldn't even work because it was just jacked up. I couldn't see nothing. So the next thing you know, no, no. I'm sorry, my brother deaf in my ear and blind in the other one. But anyway,
don't be
I
over
started
there
trying
talking
to
about
read the label.
my brother-in-law.
Huh?
Don't be over there talking about
You
my
said,
brother-in-law.
girl, and he is a mess. She said, you call it, girl. Wait a minute, what you say, Linda? I'm calling for the ancestors because I got no. I wasn't calling for I said I was talking to the ancestors. I thought I was talking to the ancestors,
Lord,
and I
I thought
was
you
like,
said
I was
calling
no,
too.
no. I said I was talking to the ancestors. When I got, I was like, Lord, the ancestors can hear me now, girl. I couldn't believe it. So then I got up in the bed and I slept it off. It took me like that was like at about maybe 1 or 2 in the afternoon. So it took me I didn't get up to the next day. I slept that long. I didn't get up until the next day. I get up, go to the bathroom, go right back to bed. Get up in the bathroom, go because I didn't like the feeling. So the next time I said, okay, first the half pieces didn't work. I didn't really do nothing. And I went right to bed afterwards. So I don't know. It could have been what would help me to sleep. I don't know. The next time I took too much, like I took 1.5 within like an hour. So I said, maybe this time, since the half didn't work, 1.5 was too much, maybe I'll just take one. Now this was spaced these, like I spaced them apart sometime. I got good, a bad issue rather, with letting stuff like that go bad because I don't, that's something I don't do. But anyway, so I let some time pass and I took the whole one. Not the whole one that my daughter gave me before, but the whole one that she just gave me out of her, because they were 2 different kinds. And to be honest, the one that was kind of sour had a better taste than the one that was like a gummy bear or something. I mean, like a fruit snack or something. It was nasty. It's nasty. So anyway, I went ahead and I chewed, the thing. This time I tried to chew it a little, slow, but not too slow, whatever. Because I don't know how these things work. They said, oh, and somebody else said, well, girl, you just got to get used to it, and that it won't have that affect you. First thing I said was, I don't know if I can get used to it because I don't know how many times you got to feel like that. So anyway, the next time I said, okay, well, maybe after a little while, I started sitting around, because I read the thing and it said it takes about 45 minutes to take effect or so. I did read the label that time. So I said, okay, after like 45 minutes, I was scheduled to go live. After 45 minutes was over, I was like, how do I feel? Like talking to myself. How do I feel? Do I feel like I can go live? Do I feel like I'm going to be okay? So I was like, I feel okay. And it was like after about an hour or so. So I get on the live and I get to talking. And everything was cool. I don't know how long I was on the live, to be honest with you. Because somewhere during the beginning and the end of it, I don't even know how I got there. All I know is my mouth was moving and saying a lot of good stuff, but I can't tell you none of it. The only way that I can go back and know what I said is to replay the live. I can't tell you nothing I said. I can't tell you nothing that happened. All I can tell you is somewhere in the middle of my conversation, somewhere in that live, something said, boom. What are you talking about? Do you know what you're saying? Are you making sense to these people? Or are you talking out your head? What did you just say? How much did you say? Do you even remember what you're talking about? What platform are you on anyway? What are you doing? All this was going on while I was still running my mouth. How the words was coming out effectively, I have no idea. I have no freaking idea. But the fact that they still were coming out, and I don't think nobody caught on, or at least they love me enough to not say nothing and roast and gag. But when they go back and listen to that live now, you gonna know when it kicked in. You gonna know when it kicked in. So I say that to say this: don't judge me, judge your mama. No, I'm just saying, judge the pain. Don't judge me. I was doing what my doctor had said I should do because I didn't want to be overloaded with the narcotics. Now, little did I know that was going to make you feel like you had taken a narcotic. So I'm still out to which one is the best. The THC, which is supposedly the homeopathic natural way, or the chemistry, which is the pain pill. I don't know. Y'all tell me in the comments what y'all think I should do, but I don't know. At this point, though, I give this disclaimer. Don't you know Gummy and go on live. If you know what you're doing. Not unless you can handle yourself. Because some people don't care about nothing. But as for me in my house, I was high as a kite. And I'm not even going to lie. That's my confession. Sis, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
What you think? What you think about what I said? Which one is
I
best?
no recommendations because I don't do gummies and stuff like that. So I don't know about. I don't know.
I said versus the gummy. Some people say the homeopathic way is better, would be the THC and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
I have no idea.
Or
I don't.
some people say the chemistry, which would be the pain pill, or that type of way. So
I can't say if I
that's why I
never
said
used gummies or THC or I ain't never used any of that. So I
You
don't
never,
know.
you never smoke reefer?
Well, shit, that was years ago, and I never compared it to medicine. I mean, I didn't take
Well,
it. I didn't take it to alleviate no pains.
right.
So I don't
But
know.
that's all THC is the chemical in weed that make you get high. That's it.
Right, but
It's the
I never
same
used it
thing.
to alleviate any pain, so I can't. I still can't. I can't suggest smoke a blunt. You'll feel better. I don't know. Ask Linda. Ask Linda, because I ain't never did no drugs for pain unless it was something prescribed by the doctor. Even though they do prescribe, as Sis-Lo was saying, some doctors do prescribe other other remedies, I should say, for pain. A lot of people have a license to purchase like THC and marijuana and stuff like that. Some people have license to do that for pain or for critical illnesses. People suffering from chronic pain, critical illnesses, but I've never taken anything um, outside of like Tylenol or ibuprofen or what's those other medicines they give you in the
Every time
hospital?
I do that, every
Like
time somebody
like
every time I'm sorry, go ahead.
no, no, no. I was just saying I ain't never used anything besides like you know the regular medicine for pain. So I don't know.
Linda, you know what? To be honest with you, I think it did help a lot with the pain. I think it really did. Um, the but the problem is I don't like the side effect of it. I don't like that intoxicated, that real high feeling. I don't like that. I don't like feeling like I ain't in control of my thought. I even not now. The last time I tried to slow myself down and pace my thoughts, and
Maybe that's Corio. Corio be having them
yeah,
gummies. Have you ever
you
have you
said,
ever talked to her, Corio?
I know her and it's Hutchinson,
Yeah, you should talk to
but
Corio about it. See what she might suggest.
yeah, but I know she said what you say, you know, I haven't had any substances since I was 19 years old. Girls probably that age the last time I did too. My system green. She said, I wonder if it was the brand of gummies. Maybe you need a different one. Girl, maybe I need deliverance from the Lord because I ain't even gonna
Did
lie
you
to
have
y'all.
that Our Family brand, Sis-Lo?
Huh?
Did you have that Our Family brand or that you know how stores have the name brand stores like
Oh,
like
it was great
Walmart and
value.
Walmart, then they might have like a different brand like Our Family or something else like
Oh,
that.
she got it from the cat, from the straight
She
from
ain't put
the.
it in the dollar aisle at
And
Walmart.
this was a huge. Nah, this is a this cannabis store here is like the size of a department store. It's huge, and everything in there is about weed.
Yeah, but they still have
So,
different strains and they have different, you know what I mean? They still have like different strains and different. There's so many of them. It's hard to choose from, and unless maybe you speak to somebody who actually take them, that's why I said I would recommend talking to somebody who takes them, who on the norm.
oh, absolutely. And I mean, I'm just like, you know, how you put a poll out there, or just to have dialogue with other people, just to get their comments and and thoughts or whatever. But you say, I say, talk to the folks at the weed store. They probably can find you something that won't give you love. I ain't going in that weed shop, girl. You'll never catch me. I got my Bible under one arm and the weed pack. No, sorry, Bobby Jr. I ain't going in that weed place. Huh?
Ain't that where you get gummies and stuff?
Yeah, I didn't buy them. My daughter bought
Oh,
them.
I'm like, well, how the hell did you get
I
them in the
didn't
first
buy.
place? So you
No,
somebody to travel, like somebody will be like send their kid, can
no,
you go tampons? Can you go buy me some cigarettes? So you send somebody else to
I didn't
child, you
send
better go
her.
over there. You
I
better
didn't
go over
send her at
there.
all. No, 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 no. I didn't send her. She was going for herself. And I just got some of
Oh,
her. Right.
oh, well,
And
that's
I got some
not
of
good.
hers. She had bought me a pack and I never finished it. I only, tried it, that little piece. And then she bought some and I said, well, maybe hers are different.
Oh
So
Lord.
what I did was I took a little bitty piece of hers first. And I was all right. So when I got home, I took the other piece that I had of mine and the other piece that she had of hers, smushed them together and chewed them.
I
So
thought
that
you
made me have one
were
and a half within an hour. That made me have one and a half within an hour. To somebody that don't do that, I was girl. Oh Lord have
that's
mercy.
like taking medicine from somebody who got, oh, I got a bottle of pills here. Take some of these. This should help. You need to look into that for yourself.
Girl, we
That's
talking
what I
about some gummies
recommend.
from the store.
You might
We
have
talking
to
about
look
gummies from the
there.
store.
Put a big hat
We
on.
talking about gummies.
Put some big glasses on.
She
A big
said
hat
go
on.
incognito.
And run up in there
She
and be
said
yeah, like for real.
go
And
incognito.
yeah, go incognito. Go up in there by your.
Girl.
I would never take something
Linda
that's
said right.
else. Nope, nope.
Yes, Linda, that's exactly what it was.
And
I
I'm up
gave
here thinking,
myself a
oh,
gummy
you done got it
popcorn.
from the doctor, or they done prescribed you something. That's what I thought.
You see, it's for my doc, it's for my health and recreation.
That's what makes a
Girl, I
difference. Your mama probably
understand.
got something that makes you just high that don't got nothing to do with pain.
No, it did help with the pain. I like after that third time trying, it helped with the pain, but the problem is I didn't like the high that came with.
That's what I'm saying.
It
Some
did
people
help with the pain
don't
though. I'm
think
not gonna lie, it did help with the pain. Cause I remember it's like moving around a little bit, saying, "Oh, wow, it did help a
but what
little
I'm
bit."
trying to
I
say is,
feel a little.
oh, go ahead, go ahead.
No, I was just saying it did help with the pain, but I did not like the side effect of being high. Like I was just buzz. Not like I wasn't like if you sip on a little glass of wine and that little first little bzzz kick it. No, I mean it was like I said earlier, I felt like I got smacked in the face with a gallon of marshmallows. I was like, poof. It wasn't like a hard bam. It was like a poof. Like some magic dust appeared and I was different. I was different. It was so different. Are you talk? If you're talking, your mic is muted.
No, just make sure you're finished.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So what I was trying to say was some people they get those
Mhm.
gummies and those TLC, they get it more for the high and less for the pain. That's all I was saying. I ain't saying that it wouldn't take care of your
Yeah.
pain or something, but that's why I said that's something you gotta like investigate in and check around for. You gotta visit those places. And just
Yeah.
because you're there, I know you're in church and all that stuff, but just because you go there, I mean, I wouldn't feel bad because I gotta go somewhere if I really need something for my pain and
No, I
people can
mean,
help you.
ultimately, I really, really don't. Ultimately, I really, really don't. I'm like making light of the situation. Period. Like I'm just making light of it. But ultimately, I wouldn't have never tried had I not thought it would be beneficial to me, and not recreationally. And then my thing is like I put stuff like this out there because there could be other people just like myself that may feel convicted because they try, or they, they are tempted to try the THC method or something like that. Um, so I put this out there for people like that are questioning maybe what the effects are, or this, that, and the other, just provoke thought. So my thing is that is there really a big difference between going the THC homeopathic way, or going by way of science and chemistry, by mixing in chemicals that they do the same, pretty much the same thing, which is affect a part of your brain that numbs pain. Pretty much they all does the same thing. So my thing is, if for people to kind of comment on, and what I would ask was, which method would they say would be better? The homeopathic method, which is the THC, or scientifically by way of pain pills and pain patches and all that. And even when they don't work, the chemistry, would you then try the THC? Why or why not? That's all I'm asking. You said it's about the motive, what's in the heart. Amen. All made medicine and made and derived and created as a result of seeing positive outcomes of plant and organic sources. Amen. Amen. See, I mean, at first I used to laugh and say, like, I'm gonna tell you the first time I ever laughed when I heard somebody say they smoke weed for bipolar, and that was Bobby Brown. When he said, I smoke weed because I'm bipolar. And I just, because I didn't understand. I hadn't even studied college yet. I hadn't done any of that. So I didn't even know what the differences were, and that marijuana could actually be beneficial to you. And it wasn't just something that the 420 potheads was making up. It was something that was true, or the Rastas or whoever. It's actually something that's true. And it was only after researching it, not myself. I'm laughing at you. After researching it myself, you know, and seeing those things, and then being in a condition I never thought that I would, at almost 60 years old, be in the physical shape that I am. And I was an athlete. You know what I'm saying? I was always healthy and, on the thinner side. I mean, proportion, but on the thinner side, and not big as I am right now. And, with the health issues that I have and things like that. So when I start, going through that, it can make you empathetic. Well, when I start seeing my parents go through it, honestly, it started making me empathetic to other people. And I'm like, well, dang, I hate to see anybody hurt like that. Then when I started going through it, I'm like, well, dang, I see what they were going through. I've always heard it help cancer patients and things like that. And, it has its advantages. And as with anything else, even if it were with um, pills and things like that, they too can be abused. Everything can be abused. You can be over, using or abusing anything: food, money, drugs, whatever, your mouth, all that. Come on, sis, jump in. Yeah, me too. I hate seeing people in pain, and I always want to do something to help. Yeah, like even now, as much pain as I'm in constantly. I wake up, go to sleep, walk around all day, and I'm in pain, but I still don't want to see the next person hurt, because I always see somebody in worse shape than me. You know, some people in pain and on dialysis. Some people in pain and they're bedridden. Some people in pain and they paralyzed. Some people are in pain and they're dying. You know, I mean, it's just there's just so many of some people are in a different type of pain, like people that are in pain with sickle cell, that pain doesn't bother me at all. But I have similar pains at time when I have flare-ups. But it's never as bad as I'm told a person with the sickle cell crisis, or the leukemia or cancer or anything like that. So, yeah, that stopped me from being judgmental about any of it. Sis, I know you probably got to get back to work.
No, I was just waiting till you to finish. But yeah, with a lot of those medications, I would just say seek advice from your doctor. That's what I would say, especially publicly on your platform. Because that's one thing we don't want to do on here is get medical advice because that could get you in trouble with Big Brother, aka YouTube.
Right.
So
I
yeah, I
am
would.
not asking for let me put this disclaimer out there. I am not asking anybody for medical advice. I'm giving you an option to have an opinion of whether if it were you making the decision, which do you think is more beneficial or least beneficial in your opinion. I'm not asking for a medical advice. I'm not asking nobody giving me medical advice. This is not even a medical broadcast. It's a gag roast, laughing at myself about something I experienced.
But it should
Period.
also be related to specific needs too, because one person could
Huh?
have. It should also be specific for your needs too, because one person who might be dealing with whatever you just said before that illness. What did you say?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Sickle cell.
Yeah, yeah,
Sickle
yeah.
cell.
Somebody could have that, and somebody could be bipolar, and somebody could have cancer, and somebody could have, So I think it's a specific thing too, uh, regarding. It can't be so broad. Like it's a million diseases out there, so the way one might affect somebody else with one sickness might not be the same for somebody else with a different sickness. Taking the same
Yeah, that's
gummy.
what I was saying.
You
That's what
know,
I was saying. Yeah. I don't have the type of pain that I'm told other people may have, but it's bad. It's bad for me.
Well,
But
have you ever talked to somebody with the same thing that you have without saying what that is
oh
on?
yeah, absolutely.
And what did they suggest?
Yeah, I've been doing it for some people. There's mixed opinions. I mean, some people like it's so bad they want me to have a pain pump putting in my back. I don't want that. Some people would just get it done. Some people take the medicine. Some people don't. Some people take THC. Some people don't.
But did they say like what's better for them? The people you spoke to?
Yeah, like I said, that it's better. Some feel it's better for them to do one or the other or nothing. So everybody's opinions are different, it all depends on that person's tolerance, body chemistry, body build, condition, mentality. It depends on a whole lot of other stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was just
My
saying. It's
dad,
really broad.
like
It's
my
based.
dad, had a major surgery, and he took the pain pills the first day he came home. After that, he didn't want them. He's like, I'm all right. I'll tough it out. But me, when I had my hip replaced, girl, I was like, uh, stuff swollen up. Well, when I had my hip replaced, I had surgery on a hip, and I had some hardware, a plate and screws and all that removed from the bottom portion of the same leg. So I had two surgeries in one. And that was like having to learn to walk all over again, all of that. And I was on a non-weight bearing and all this and it did turn around, and about a couple of weeks later I had to go right back in and have surgery on it again because I had a bad bone infection that almost killed me. So it's like A lot of people go through what they go through. But at the same time, the pain that I went through before having the surgeries versus the pain I went through after having the surgeries was a lot different. Like the after the surgery pain to fix the hip and the leg was better or not as bad as the pain when my hip was broken and my leg. So just dropped down. Oh, what happened? I don't know where I've been. I don't know what happened. Maybe she'll come back. Maybe she'll. The sun coming out now, y'all. It was so nice and cool in my room all day. It's been breezy. I was in there yelling every time that wind blows. Like, thank you. Jeez. Now, baby, that sun beaming on my back. Oh, wait. And now the breeze is still good, but it's a little warm now. It's not that cool breeze, it's a warm breeze. But it still feels good. Okay, sis, waiting on you to see if you'll come back. Maybe her phone got to ringing or something. Well, guys, that's the end of my story. I just wanted to tell you all that the gummies are the devil. Gummies are the devil. Gummies are they had me under some possession. You understand? I'm just kidding. But that is it for today, y'all. I'm gonna come back a little. For real. Now here I go, trying to give my salutations and goodbyes, and the doggone thing cut off on me. I ain't do that. But anyway, I love y'all on purpose. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Make sure you pray every day to start your day and before you lay. Tell somebody you love them, give them a big old hug. Do something nice with somebody, and it'll come back on you. Love you on purpose. Peace.